Tim is going to play some old-time banjo, and this is real old-time banjo, folks. This makes Charlie Poole and Uncle Dave Macon look like it was around the corner.
Those guys were futurists for the music that I'm playing. I'm playing music from the golden era of 1840 to 1860. That would have been at the height of minstrel music and before the Civil War. And I might want to describe the instrument I'm playing here. A little different than the normal banjo in that it has nylon strings or gut strings on it, and it's tuned lower than the normal banjo. So you get a deeper sound from it right off the bat. You have a skin head on it, and it is fretless. You can't see that, but I will prove that. There. No frets. It has friction pegs, and it's quite an attractive looking instrument, but it's very, this is the way they were back in the 1840s. This is a copy of what you would call a Boucher banjo made by William Boucher in Baltimore. The East Coast was famous for manufacturing and hand making these instruments at the time of the minstrel heyday.
It is gorgeous, I must admit.
It's very, very nice, yes. And it's going to be played, when I play it, I'm not going to be plucking it with finger picks like you normally would a banjo. If you could see it, my hand is, it's kind of like a claw hammer style. My hand is going straight down on the top of the head, and the thumb pulls up. So I only use the first finger and the thumb, and it's called stroke style, and it was the predecessor of what is now claw hammer, but it's a little more specific in its execution than claw hammer, but it's definitely related and taken directly from the slave style. Mr. Joe Sweeney, among others, observed slaves on the plantations and found that's how they were playing these instruments similar to the banjo, but they were actually like gourds instead of the hooped banjo. And so he took that technique, and what I play is the music of that time. That's, I would say it's a total melding of European and African culture. You have the African instrument and rhythmic aspect, but you have Irish and European melody set to that. So it's something that came out pretty new. It was interesting. Still is.
Yes, regale us.
All right. Shall I just play a couple tunes here?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to play one called Harper's Jig. This would be dated from probably the 1850s. I think I'd like to just meld that into another instrumental. Do a couple songs by Briggs. And I can't see this on the radio either, but
we can't see you on the radio either.
Yeah.
You ran under the...
This is where it all began, as the Briggs banjo instructor of 1855. The first time notation was written down for the banjo. So it is a true historical record of how the banjo was played then. It is not an oral tradition in a pure sense, but it's we can extract the notes off the page there and get the instrument that they had, and we can have a good idea what music sounded like back then. So God bless Mr. Briggs for writing that book in 1855. 1855, and these books have to be gotten out of either the Library of Congress or Brown University, as I secured my copy. Here's a couple. This is Briggs. This is going to be Briggs Reel and Briggs Jig put together.